Today News, a glowing white craft, has been captured on a NASA feed from in Mexico City. Is it aliens, or just a piece of space debris?
It's a fake news. I don't believe in UFO. Alien does not exist. What happened? Oh my God.
Those are aliens, same area. The same area. Those are aliens coming down here, y'all. Look at it's coming down the same direction. It's breaking up. Oh, it's time. Oh shit. Oh shit, look at that. Oh, hey, stop. Look at that shit. Those are aliens.
I'm trying to record it.
Aliens. Aliens. Y'all need to be shooting that. Y'all need to be shooting this shit right here. They didn't. Y'all need to be calling damn news. They come down to the, oh, they come to Earth. They're coming to Earth. Oh, they're coming faster. Oh, shit. Look, they flying towards each other. They moving in for formation. They just standing there. Officers, do something about that. What the fuck? Y'all not gonna do nothing.
I can tell things, when I mean things, the conditions are getting critical. And I find that some scientists also think that. And so I think when I do publish, that group anyway will agree with me full-heartedly.
On your conclusions. When you say things are getting critical, are you talking about something to do with the vehicles that are in the rings of Saturn?
Yes, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. You see, it's sort of simple. That's a lot of energy.
Right.
And
Okay. And this is the ring, right? This part, this is the ring?
that ends up being the ring.
Yeah.
It's
And they're-
hot plasma.
Oh, really? Okay, so, and what your theory is they're manufacturing it, is that correct?
It comes, that's the exhaust from this thing.
From the craft?
Yes.
Is it because, are they stationary or are they moving, the craft?
They're probably moving.
So do you think, when you say things are getting critical, are you
Okay,
saying...
now, just take that picture and say that's the exhaust. Just like you have an airplane with an exhaust.
Mhm.
It's in your atmosphere, and it can load a lot of energy, you know? And, but this is, Saturn, like John Lear says, you know, Saturn is the focal point, and I can't agree with him more.
Okay, but John Lear talks about Saturn actually being portal into another dimension.
Well, you know, he's theorizing.
Yeah, so you don't necessarily go there.
I don't go that way.
Uh-huh.
I either say, this is the way it is, or I can't have it.
Okay, but you're saying things are getting critical because I'm really curious. Are you saying that those craft are coming here? Is that why it's critical?
No, I'm saying, in effect, if they do, and there's a good probability that that is possible,
Uh-huh.
then, hey, you got to get with it. You can't wait around.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But you see, no one really in this country accepts the concept that at Saturn, those things are there.
Right.
As you can't do it at Saturn, where else, you know, that you just can't hack it. People have got to be made to understand that those things are real.
Right.
Now, there are two images, I believe they're taken by the Hubble telescope of Saturn this last year, 2012,
Okay.
that shows objects under the rings and one just right to the edge. Like I said, they were.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Is that Cassini? Did the photographs come from Cassini?
The last ones, no, the ones I told you about that shows those,
Right.
those
No.
are Hubble's,
Those are from Hubble.
you know.
But am I wrong? They closed down Hubble, right?
Well, yeah,
Or that's the official
But-
story,
uh,
right?
wherever they closed it down, it's 2012 before they show you the picture.
It's 2012 before they show you the picture. What do you mean
Yeah,
by that?
and I was able to tell that before 1985.
Yes. So you were way ahead of
I'm
everyone.
way ahead.
Yeah.
And that is too long to tolerate that kind of science. It's just too long. Now, I have 3 reports, I guess, on the environment, let's say, in UNESCO, but they're yay thick. All 3 of them weigh 18 pounds, or about 6 pounds each. And they have to vote on what they think goes on. That is not science.
They have to
That's
vote.
politics.
Okay, yeah,
That's not
you're right.
science.
That's absolutely
But
right.
they sell it to you as though it's science. It is not science. Okay? And that is the hump that you can help get us over.
Okay.
Hey, those things are real.
Okay, but if there are craft, there are beings.
Okay, people have asked me about, I call them vehicles, okay?
Right.
Now, I did not call them objects. That was too neuter for me.
Okay.
I had a Stanford professor say, you ought to call them objects. No. They have all of the qualities of a vehicle. They can move. You know, they're just like a missile or anything like that. So that much we can say about them, for sure.
Okay.
So I'm calling it a vehicle.
Okay.
Okay, somebody comes along and says, well, now where would you manufacture one that's 2.5 Earth lengths long?
Okay, but if there are craft, there are beings.
Okay, people have asked me about, I call them vehicles, okay?
Right.
Now, I did not call them objects. That was too neuter for me.
Okay.
I had a Stanford professor say, you ought to call them objects. No. They have all of the qualities of a vehicle. They can move. You know, they're just like a missile or anything like that. So that much we can say about them, for sure.
Okay.
So I'm calling it a vehicle.
Okay.
Okay, somebody comes along and says, well, now where would you manufacture one that's 2.5 Earth lengths long? And that's a hard question to answer. However, if you think of it in terms of its living entity, it's just another kind of thing that we've got in our universe. And it can grow and grow and grow and grow.
Okay.
So it can be an EMP and it can itself have life.
Uh-huh. So are you not positing the idea that those vehicles contain, beings who are, maybe like us?
Yeah, I only go along with government images. And if you want to know about people kind of thing, there is the ship that picked up the Voyager capsule at Alameda Naval Shipyard. There is one image there that shows black people getting off. There is one image there that shows black people getting off. There is one image there that shows black people getting off.
So people with dark skin getting off.
Not dark, black.
Black skin.
Really black. Yeah.
Were they tall?
Yes.
Very tall?
Yeah.
How tall? Do you know?
Well, they got out the doorway. I don't know how high that is, but
Well, what?
it's safe. 7 feet would be probably a conservative estimate.
Have you heard about Clark McClellan's statement about that?
No.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Have you ever been in touch with him?
No.
No?
I have tried to stay independent and not be
Praise to Yahweh Shem Shai. Bahashim Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutation to the Akim pushing this word in truth and sincerity. What you're going to see is this Edomite talking about planets. Yeah. What is the significance? What is the significance of this? He's going to tell you and show you that the Magan Dawadid, the Magan Dawadad, is on the moon and is on all different planets. Okay, so here we go.
A huge hexagon-shaped crater. A smaller moon, Mimas, also has a large hex-shaped crater. And the largest of these three moons, Tethys, also has a huge six-sided crater. Why am I bringing this up about all these hexagons? Well, because it's not just Saturn's North Pole and a few craters on a few moons. It's all over the solar system. There are an undetermined number of hexagon-shaped craters of various sizes all over Saturn's moons, on our own moon, on Mercury, and even on Ceres, a local dwarf planet. Nobody knows the significance yet, or if they do, they're not telling us. But I seriously doubt these are impact craters. Dr. Norman Berggren, a former NASA engineer who held a position at NASA's Ames Research Center, started making claims back in the 1980s that there were alien spacecraft doing things to the rings of Saturn. Now, hold on to that thought while we introduce Prometheus, one of Saturn's smaller moons. It kind of resembles a potato in this picture. Prometheus was discovered by the Voyager 1 probe in 1980. It's what we call a shepherd moon because it works to actually herd the ring particles.
Right, what you're going to see is the Morgan David on top. Okay, let's have a look.
The gap is free of particles. That wouldn't send up a flag. Instead, it states that it is responsible for keeping it free of ring particles. Now, if it's responsible for doing a task, then it either has a free will or is artificial and was designed to perform said task by an intelligent source. Again, they are very careful with their words. Read into the verbiage here. I challenge you to consider the possibility that these rings are not there by mere chance. They are not maintained by mere chance, and that they themselves may have a purpose, which we will save for another discussion. Pay attention. be aware. NASA, the European Space Agency, other space agencies, including China's, are full of brilliant people. And they're mostly good people, I would hope. Fine in its entirety at this time.
I'm going to leave it
Not
there.
yet.
Okay.
But we will.
A hexagon is a six-sided polygon, a sixgon. The total of the internal angles of any simple hexagon is 720 degrees.
And of all lands of the whole world thou hast chosen thee one pit, and of all the flowers thereof one lily.